Welcome to MS-900 Microsoft 365 Fundamentals Practice Test 3. Please note this video content is for educational purposes only and does not reflect actual exam content. Use official Microsoft certification materials as your primary study resources. Question 1. A company needs to deploy Microsoft 365 apps for enterprise to client computers from the cloud. Which solution meets the requirement? The options are Windows Update, Microsoft Remote Connectivity Analyzer, Office Deployment Tool, or Microsoft Fast Track. The correct answer is C, Office Deployment Tool. The Office Deployment Tool is the supported deployment method for Microsoft 365 apps. When pulling installation files from Microsoft's cloud, the Office CDN, Windows Update, and Fast Track are not deployment tools for this scenario. Question 2. You need to customize a Microsoft YAML usage report. Which two tools can you use? Options include various SQL Server services, Microsoft Visual Studio, or Microsoft Power BI in a browser and Power BI desktop. The correct answers are D, Microsoft Power BI in a browser, and E, Microsoft Power BI desktop. Microsoft 365 Usage Analytics is built on Power BI. You can review and tailor the report in the browser and make deeper customizations in Power BI Desktop. The listed SQL Server tools are not the intended reporting tools here. Question 3. A company plans to deploy automated workflows for managers to approve. Which two Microsoft 365 products allow managers to access personal workflows? Options are Microsoft Excel, Power Automate, Microsoft Teams, and Yammer. The correct answers are B, Power Automate, and C, Microsoft Teams. Power Automate is the workflow platform used to create and manage approval flows. Microsoft Teams integrates with those flows so managers can receive, review, and act on approvals directly in Teams. Excel and Yammer are not workflow approval hubs. Question 4. A company uses Microsoft 365 and needs to map requirements to the appropriate update channel. Which option is correct? You must match the three requirements to current, monthly enterprise, or semi-annual enterprise channels. The correct option is D, one current, two monthly enterprise, three semi-annual enterprise. The current channel offers the fastest access to new features. Monthly enterprise channel provides a predictable monthly release cadence. Semi-annual enterprise channel is for slower, more heavily tested rollouts. Question 5. Your company wants to protect admin roles by requiring approvals before privileged access is activated. Which feature should you use? Options are Azure AD Privileged Identity Management, Azure AD Identity Protection, Mobile Application Protection Policy, or Azure AD Conditional Access. The correct answer is A, Azure AD Privileged Identity Management, or PIM. PM is designed for just-in-time access to privileged roles and can require approval before a role is activated. Identity, protection, and conditional access. While important controls do not provide approval-based role activation in the same way. Question 6. You use products that are in private preview, public preview, or general availability J. For which phase can you receive standard support from the Microsoft 365 Admin Center? Options include combinations of these phases or GA only. The correct answer is E, GA only. For exam purposes, standard Microsoft 365 Admin Center support applies to features in general availability. Preview features are still under development and have reduced or limited support expectations. Question 7. You need to match Windows as a service terms to their definitions. Which option is correct for Windows Insider previews, servicing channels, and deployment rings? The correct option is A. One Windows Insider previews, two servicing channels, three deployment rings. Windows Insider previews are pre-release builds for early testing. Servicing channel define how devices receive updates, and deployment rings are phase groups for gradual update rollouts. Option A correctly matches this structure. Question 8. Employees and external users must collaborate in real time using a whiteboard. In the Microsoft 365 admin portal, which product should you configure? Options include Microsoft Yammer, Office Delve, SharePoint Online, or Microsoft Teams. The correct answer is D, Microsoft Teams. Whiteboard collaboration is managed through Microsoft Teams meeting and collaboration settings, making it the correct product to configure in this scenario. Question 9. Microsoft plans to release a new feature for Excel. Which release option should you subscribe to so employees can get the feature as soon as possible? Options are Microsoft Release, Standard Release, Office 365 Team Release, or Targeted Release. The correct answer is D, Targeted Release. Targeted Release gives selected users or the whole tenant early access to new Microsoft 365 features before the broader Standard Release. This is the optimal choice for getting features as soon as possible. Question 10. Which type of cloud model provides access to Microsoft Office apps? Options are platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, or software as a service. The correct answer is C, software as a service, SaaS. Microsoft 365 apps are delivered to end users as a ready-to-use application service. Users consume the software without managing the underlying platform or infrastructure, making this a classic SaaS example. Question 11. Managers need access to personal approval workflows. Which two Microsoft 365 products should they use? Options are Power Automate, Microsoft Excel, Yammer, or Microsoft Teams. The correct answers are A, Power Automate, and D, Microsoft Teams. Power Automate is the service used to create and run automated approval workflows. Teams is the collaboration app where users can receive and respond to approvals. Question 12. Feature updates to Windows as a service must be installed as frequently as possible. Which Windows 11 service channel installs updates most often? Options are Windows Insider Program, long-term servicing, or semi-annual servicing. The correct answer is A, Windows Insider Program Servicing Channel. The Windows Insider Program provides the earliest and most frequent feature builds, as it is used for preview testing before broad release. Question 13. On-premises users must be able to reset their own passwords. Which two Azure AD licenses meet this requirement? Options include Azure AD Premium P2, Azure AD Free, Office 365 apps, or Azure AD Premium P1. The correct answers are A, Azure AD Premium P2, and D, Azure AD Premium P1. For on-premise self-service password reset, which requires password write-back, organizations need Azure AD Premium P1 or P2. Azure AD Free does not provide this hybrid feature set. Question 14. You need to determine the life cycle of products and features in Microsoft 365. What should you use? Options are docs.microsoft.com, Microsoft 365 roadmap support.microsoft.com, or Microsoft Lifecycle Services. The correct answer is B, Microsoft 365 roadmap. The Microsoft 365 roadmap is the official source for tracking the life cycle of features, including their planned rolling out and launch status. Thank you for watching this practice test video. More mock tests and questions are coming soon to help with your MS-900 exam preparation.